I don't really remember birthdays. I don't remember Christmases. I don't have any memories of those things. I didn't have a normal upbringing. But when I look back on it, I think, who would I be if that had not happened? Things could have been a lot worse. I could have easily, been a drug addict or gone off the rails because I had no parental guidance, It's who I am now.
Coco
Smile with Dad, Ginsu. Our Duke. Robin has pink Ollie.
Cecilia Wheat.
This isn't intimidating at all.
When people ask me where I'm from, I always say Edwardsville, and they're like, oh, did you go to Edwardsville High School? And then I explain the whole thing. I was born in Edwardsville. My parents and grandparents are from Edwardsville. We have a family cemetery out on our old family farm. We were all baptized here. I was married here in Edwardsville. Everywhere we would go, people knew my family. Lived in a teeny tiny little house until I was 2 or 3. Then we moved to East Alton. And that is where I grew up and went to school until I was 17. And then I moved out and moved back to Edwardsville, and I've been here ever since. We grew up with a very, how do I want to word it? Unconventional mother.
He gets the biggest kick out of making me look like crap.
What? You like to say hello to your family at home?
I'd like to say you want to get over here and do these dishes. I haven't had my hair combed in a month. Chill out. Cover your head with bows. Those antlers on my head. Put that camera in my face, I'm going to blast it over your head. A little testy, aren't you, Mom? Oh, I'm tired of having that thing.
Who suffered from a lot of mental illness.
Right when you put that camera on me one more time, I'm going to take it back.
She was very verbally abusive. She didn't mean to be that way. She just was. She had a very difficult childhood. Her mother was only 15. So she was frequently living with relatives because her mother was so young. And her father was a truck driver at the time. She was molested by her uncles. She was just very tormented. Her parents had dumped her at this little house in Edwardsville, and she was living there alone. And she met my dad, and they got married after 2 dates. It was crazy. Had kids very young. Pam is my older sister. We are 8 years apart. My brother, Rusty, who is 6 years older than me. And then I had a brother named David, and he was 7 years older than me. I was 12 when they were all out of the house. So I feel like in some cases, I almost grew up like an only child. They did very well, but as she got worse, his way of coping with it was to be out of the picture. He was golfing or bowling, but he was at least stable. And at that time, I guess it was frowned upon to go to a psychiatrist, or maybe they didn't really understand it. And I don't think my father was very supportive of that. She had a lot of shock treatments, and then they just started giving her lots of pills, which she then became very addicted to. And then after my brother died, it got 10 times worse. Look at this. Oh, you don't show the cute one. You show the ugly
I
one?
wouldn't call that one cute. It was on your shirt.
Oh, Sean Cassidy. I had the biggest crush on Sean Cassidy.
Right after David died, it says.
Yes, this is right after David died. She looks like she's about to have a nervous breakdown.
I would too.
My brother had this little MGB midget, and he wanted it really bad. And my father said no, he would not co-sign for it. And my mom said, I will. That particular night, she was having a meltdown, and she insisted he go to the bank for her. And it was like 11 o'clock at night or something. And so he did, him and his friend. And as they were driving from East Alton to Edwardsville, they got hit head on by a drunk driver. And she kind of never got over that either, because one, she co-signed for the car, and two, she made him go to the bank.
Is this, you were by yourself at this point?
Yes. So everybody was out of the house. My friends wanted me to go to a party with them, and they were coming to get me. And my dad didn't want me to go because I had just had surgery on my foot. And I said, no, I'm going. And so my friends came and picked me up, and I was so mad. I ended up sleeping on their couch for the rest of the year.
Jesus.
No, I didn't ever move back home, and I never moved back home after that until grad school. It was a very reckless time for me. I wasn't very well behaved. My core group of friends were the baseball players and the wrestlers. And so I worked in the gym, and I was supervising the weight room that night. And George stumbled into my weight room, stoned to the bejeebies, and started chatting with me. And later I went to his friend Tom. I'm like, who is that? He's so cute. And so he set us up on a date, and we started dating and never stopped dating. He was a plumber. He lived in Missouri, and we really got along well. Probably a little more redneck than I was used to.
Where are you all from?
Missouri.
Huh?
Illinois. Don't listen to this, Hoosier.
Working on something.
And then when I finished grad school, we ended up getting married. I worked as a speech pathologist for about a year and a half. And then I went into a leadership role, and I was traveling a lot and managing in multiple states. And then when I had Carson, I decided not to go back to work.
I cannot believe she's there. She's gonna be a good baby.
I hope so. They always say the second one a little better.
Yeah, she might be empathic. Not better, just different.
It's different.
I just didn't want to travel anymore. And we were fortunate enough that my ex-husband was making good money, that I could stay home. And I kind of feel like I got to do all of the things that I never had. And Carson was my bud. She was attached to my arm all the time. I mean, I could not leave the house. Or if we went somewhere, the babysitter would call, and I could hear her screaming in the background because she wanted me to come home. They're both snarky, but Sam, when he was little, I used to always say he would walk off with Jack the Ripper. I mean, he was just Mr. Personality. But as he grew up, he became really introverted and quiet, and he still is to this day. He has 2 kids, so I have 2 grandkids. They call me Birdie, and he's married to Paige, who is wonderful. And then Carson. She was a super funny kid.
Carson, who's the president of the United States?
But she was very anxiety-ridden. We're very similar in a lot of ways. I'm not quite as snarky as she is, but almost.
Who are these old people?
My grandparents.
Which one?
Hence the red hair.
It's a fucking black and white photo.
But I know she has red hair. You don't know, but your face is so cute.
Winner.
I made this for her.
And I won, because I'm a winner.
Madeline, the little character, built the dollhouse too.
Mm-hmm. Dang, I got some rolls on me.
They were little chunky chunks.
There's a mini album. Oh, it's your wedding.
Anna and Aaron.
Who's the boy?
For me? Rusty. My sister's daughter, Anna, loved Carson, loved her. She was 16 and we had all been at my house and she was going to get her boyfriend, and Pam and Marty said, well, we have to go because Anna's going to get Marcus and they're going to come back to the house. So Pam and Marty left, and a few minutes later my phone rang and I didn't answer it. And my sister left a message and she said, Robin, it's Anna. They got in an accident. Anna had died instantly, and then her boyfriend was on life support for about a week. And then he passed away as well. I've said a million times, why didn't I answer the phone when my sister called? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. Watching my sister. And I couldn't do anything for her. Just watching someone be so heartbroken and not being able to do a thing about it. So what I did was I brought Carson over every day. She was 5 months old and cute as a bug. And so we came over every day and we played in the sunroom to try to help a little bit. Someone came to her funeral, a young girl, and had this like temporary tattoo and said, Anna always wanted to have a butterfly tattoo, and can I put it in the casket? And then we all went and got that butterfly. So that's the very first tattoo. Then I got this tattoo, the arrow, and I got this one when George was in rehab. George always would drink a lot when we would have parties, but he wasn't just a big drinker like, normally through the week. But as the kids got older, his behavior would get really strange. And I just remember asking him all the time, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? And he told me, he said, I'm just really depressed. And then one day I called and I asked Paige, my daughter-in-law, went to take him the phone, and she's like, I can't wake him up. He had taken 20 painkillers and had drank almost a whole bottle of vodka.
Yeah, it's going to be real hard. What?
So we called 911. He was in the ICU for a week and a half, I guess. I asked him, I'm like, is there anything I need to know? He's like, I've never paid the taxes. All of our retirement, $750,000 gone. I did not tell anyone what had happened. When people would ask, I had said that he had heart issues and was in the hospital, because at the time I just felt like, well, when he gets out and gets it under control, I'll let him tell his own story. But then when he did get home, he just kept going off the rails. And finally, we had just kind of all had enough. And I said, I can't continue to be married to you because you're destroying the family and you're not trying to do anything about it. So he took off. He disappeared. He blocked us from his phone, and he was gone for almost a year. It was like he died for all of us, because it was like one day he was there and the next day he was just gone. And we just had to figure it out. You're so good. Moved into this villa 2 years ago, and I really just felt really settled and happy, and Carson was happy and Sam was happy, and there was the grandkids, and things just felt like they were coming together after a very long time. And I had just decided, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stop dating because I'm fine. I can take care of myself. I don't need anyone. And I happened to go to Walmart one day.
What kind do you want? You want like the cherry, hickory, or you want the oak?
Oak. What time is it?
Almost 5 o'clock.
Like we care if it is.
Oh yeah, that's good. Very good. I was coming back from a work trip. I was in Bahrain, and when I got back, my bags were lost. So I said, I need to go do some shopping. And I walked right back out, and I saw Robin coming in, and I offered her my cart, and she said, thank you. I don't remember the exact words, but I turned around and looked at her, and I just liked what I saw, and
We've just kind of been inseparable ever since,
Yeah.
really.
yeah, 100%.
The first trip we went on, we'd only known each other like 2 months, and Chris was going to San Francisco, and he kept saying, you should just come out. And I didn't think he was serious. And then I did.
When we went to San Francisco, she was having a lot of stomach pain, very concerning, and it bothered her all the time. And I pushed her hard to say, just go to the doctor and get it checked out. But I mean, even then, I didn't think it was anything.
So I did, and they did an ultrasound, and they're like, everything looks great. And I said, if it's great, why am I laying on the couch crying? And he said, I want you to go get a stat CT. So I went and got a CT, and I remember walking into Home Goods because I thought, well, I'm just gonna go shopping. My doctor called me, and he said, I don't normally like to do this over the phone, but I have to tell you, you have pancreatic cancer. It's a weird place to be. It's a weird headspace because I go from, last time I went to the doctor, he said, I can give you a year and a half, but you probably won't see 5 years. So then I go home thinking, why do I go to work every day? Why can't I should be able to enjoy the last years of my life. But then I think, well, what if he's wrong? And then I can't quit my job because I can't support myself. So it's just a really bizarre headspace to be in.
So it hit me hard at first because my brother died of pancreatic cancer, but Robin's a fighter, and she did, from the minute onset of the diagnosis, it was, how are we gonna fight this? And that just drew me in closer, and I love that about her.
And at that time, I was like, look, we haven't been together that long. You don't owe me anything. I completely understand if you want to walk away. And God love him, he's still here.
I signed up to love you, and hopefully for the rest of our lives.
There's a reason that I met Chris and that he's been through this before. And our mission is to just have the most fun out of life that we can have for as long as we can, whether it's 10 years or whether it's 1 year. My cousin Craig and Chris are coming. We are going down south to the Shawnee. We're just gonna spend the weekend having some fun.
I got my usuals. I got bourbon and I got liquid Pepto-Bismol, so I'm set. There might be a round in the chamber, Chris.
You can go to sleep knowing that you're safe. This place is guarded.
It looks like it's guarded. What if I just really said my one dying wish would be to go camping with Craig and Chris in a tent?
How bad would it hurt if I broke my own leg? Oh, Robin, I can't go. I broke my leg. I can't.
I knew Robin was a kindred spirit when I first met her. It was 1964 and I was 2. My favorite picture of us is the picture where I've got the halter girl shorts, like they're tiny.
And my jeans come up to my nipples?
Yeah, you've got the nipple pants.
I think some of the best times in my life have been with my parents and your parents and you guys and your family. Like, just lots and lots of good memories. It's such a, I've been trying to really focus on the blessings and just whether I die tomorrow or whether it's 50 years from now. In my head, and only from what I've seen from people that I've been with when they died, they all seem so happy. So in my mind, I feel like at that moment, you're at peace, pain is gone. I don't know that the dying part is as bad as this piece of it, because it's just so hurtful to people. And to see how that is for other people is crushing.
I believe that things happen for a reason. And this moment, albeit 60 years that we've been on a planet together, the moments I've spent with you have been the greatest in my life and created who I am. And I couldn't love anybody more. And it sounds so simple, but since you've been going through this, it forces you to remember things and think of things that could, possibly just slip by, like, wearing your fucking pants to your nipples. Like, it is such magical moments and things that we've done. It is, like, how did you get your pants that high? Like, do they make those at where would you buy pants back then? Like,
Colonel Dave. I just have no reason to feel sorry for myself. I've had a really good life. I have a great family. Had my circumstances been different, maybe it wouldn't have turned out so good. Maybe it would have been different, and I wouldn't want it different.
The love that you've given all of us will be and resonate forever, and that in itself is a legacy.
The conversations that I've had with people, Chris, Carson, you guys, my sister, are conversations that I would never have had. Things that would never have been said. And then I would be 85 with dementia and not able to say them. So it's really just a blessing to be able to do it. The good times far outweigh the bad. Maybe that's because you block them out, but
This is my puppy, Dad. You can't have him. Look at keep him. Oh, look at Grandpa. Go. Yeah, let go. Is this the one that's already here? Yep.
Here they are for Thanksgiving. Nobody'd want us because our baby's sick.
Carty.
It feels a little bit warm. Maybe because there's been
Wait, get off for a second, Mom. He's got a big stand.
Yep, we were there. We had a Guinness and a
Jameson. Don't get weird. We're on video.
They've only been together a short time.
No, I'm happy with my life. Very much so.
That's so fucking cute.
Are you cute? Are you cute?
Just says, well, I'm the cutest girl in the world.
Sam, I never get spoiled like this.
We'll do it again.
I'm looking up there. Where am I supposed to?
We'll do it again, but you'll look directly into this black dot, this lens here. Sorry, I should have said that earlier. Look at those calves.
Yeah. I mean, June. Sorry, I don't know which diva I'm talking to. Don't shoot, Carson. The documentary won't get done.